Again folks, how's all doing? This is a Heljan Class 58 that was sent to me by Paul. He says it's making a horrible noise and is struggling to move. Sounds a bit like me in the mornings. Let's turn on the power and see what happens. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. It sounds like gears and or drive shaft issues. Let's get it into the shed and we'll have a look. So another Heljan model. I'm not as scared of these as I used to be. They're really not that much different to work on than a modern Bachmann or Hornby diesel. The problem with these is getting spares and occasionally getting them open. So what I'm going to do with this is have a look at the instruction sheet that was in the box and see what it says, because Hellions can be a bit weird to take apart sometimes. Blah blah blah. Here we go. I mean that's as close as you'll get to a service sheet for a Heljan model. It's just an exploded diagram of parts. So you're kind of really on your own about how to work on it, but usually they do tell you how to open it up in order to fit DCC chips, and that's what they're saying here. Blah 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 blah. Access to the chassis, motor and printed circuit board is gained by removing the body shell. Gently ease the body apart from the chassis along its lower edge, unclipping the four securing lugs. Yeah, it clips, the body clips on, in other words. So we'll get the little cocktail sticks out. We'll get it into the sponge. Will that do it? Cocktail sticks ping away. There we go, nothing attached. That's good. So what we got, yeah, the drive cup at this end has come off, could well be broken. Seems okay at that end. I'll see if I can show it on the endoscope. So that's the drive cup there, and that's the worm gear. It's come right off. It's still attached to the drive shaft, but it's popped right off the worm gear. So we'll need to get the bogie out and see if that just re-engages or if it's broken and needs replaced. I really want to get in from this end. I mean, everything else looks okay. We've got an 8-pin blanking plate fitted. That drive shaft looks fine. This is held on with a couple of pieces of tape. It's going to be an awful lot easier to get the bogie out if we remove that. So I'll cut that tape. Lift that out. Just holding in the wiring for the lights, but now I can get in to unclip this a bit easier. Pyoing, there we go. Off it goes. There it is. Right, that now comes out. There you go, you can see the drive cup there that's disengaged from the worm gear. So let's remove that drive shaft. Check to see if this is split or anything. Yeah, I think it possibly has. Oh, the pickups are a bit mangled as well. Yeah, I think somebody's been in here. That pickup on that side is all bent, and it's the same on the other side. So I think we're going to have to take this bogie right out, take it apart. Get this back into the sponge, stop it rolling about. These should probably just pop off. See, once you've worked on a few, you know how it goes together, because they're all kind of the same. So you pull them apart, and then this will be clipped on. There's 8 clips on this keeper plate. Just ridiculous. There we go. 8 clips. And how many gears have we got? Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 that I can see, plus the worm gear, of course. Take the wheels out. There's a bit of fluffage in here. Right. We can now undo that and get those pickups off. Go. See all the gears there. And the worm gear in there, which is pretty clean. Let's just see if this drive cup fits on. Yeah, you can see it is a bit split. So we'll clean that up and we'll get a bit of glue onto that. Right, we shall give that drive cup a bit of a scoosh just to degrease it. And same with the shaft of the worm. So we'll let that evaporate off and then we'll glue that back on. Bit of fluffage here to deal with. I think this has seen a carpet or two in its time. But there doesn't seem to be anything damaged to the point that it needs replaced. I've seen drive cups cracked like that often enough. And you glue them back on, they're fine. It's not like it's broken in 2 halves or whatever. Right, that all looks pretty good. I think we'll get some gear oil in, just to freshen it up, and a little bit of thinner oil just into the bearings there and there. Okie dokie. Right, so plastic to metal, super glue's pretty good for that. A good super glue anyway. I mean, they're just a push fit anyway, so it doesn't have to be super secure. Just put the glue in there. Push that on. There we go. So goes on there like that. And that'll go on there. Now fit the wheels in. Like so. That'll go on that. Then put the silicone grease on the drive shaft. Just go through there. Just trying to engage the drive shaft with the drive cup. Just trying to get everything in position can be a bit of a fiddle. I've actually made a mistake. I should have got this in position and then fitted the drive cup. So the drive cup has to go through this thing here, but this has to engage with the bogie there. And there's not enough room to do it. So what you'd have to do is get that engaged first with the bogie and then fit the drive cup through it. So I'm going to have to pull this drive cup off again. That was a bit silly. Didn't think of that, and I should know because I've done this before. Right, just realised that the pickup's unplug. Yeah. Right, I just need to persuade this drive cup to come off again, but it just shows you a bit of glue secures them quite well, but it should come off. There we go. Right, take it off and then fit that up through there. And I want to engage that like so, and then fit this drive cup. I'll put another wee spot of glue on it. This is going to be easier said than done. Right. Now, try and fit this drive shaft again. Does this lift out? Does the motor lift? That would make things easier if the motor lifts up. Yes, it does. Right. There. We're in. Plug that back into there. Like so. That goes on to there, clips on over that. And there we go. Right. Fingers crossed. This should work okay. Okay, power on. And there we go. All seems fine. So a bit of a fiddle, but I think we're okay. I'm going to check the other bogie out, get that back on, just give it a wee check over, clean the wheels up, get the body on, and that'll be it sorted. But I'm going to go and get some lunch, take Doug's out, so I'll come back to this later. Righto, Doug's walked, lunch had, just having a cup of tea. And then we'll get this sorted. So, I'm going to pop this back on. So, like that. I'll put a piece of tape across there. There we go. So just checking the other bogie. Pickups look okay. Unfortunately, there's no way to get oil into the gears. You know, the cover there could really do with a hole in it, so you could put some oil in without having to take everything out. I don't really want to take all that apart because it all seems to be fine, but we'll try and get a wee bit of oil into the worm gear there. Just at the end, just in there. But yeah, I don't really want to go taking that bogie apart because it all seems okay. I think we're just about done. I'm going to get the body on. There you go. All looks okay. Right, we'll give the wheels a clean. They're okay actually, but we'll give them a clean. Righto, I think we're done. That was quite an easy job for a Heljan. I'm getting the hang of them, I think. Right. Right, one last test. pulling about 300 milliamps, but that's fine. It's kind of normal for one of these. So there we go, that's this sorted and seems to be running very nicely. We'll see what happens on the layout, but it seems to be fine. Nice model. Okay, we'll pull it out of the shed. So there we are, that's Paul's Heljan Class 58 sorted. The drive cup had come off the shaft of the worm, or maybe the bogie was removed and whoever was working on it couldn't get it back together. You know, it is a very fiddly thing to do. The mangled pickups do suggest that some jiggery faffery was going on, but all sorted now, and it's a very nice runner and a good looking model. Right, I shall get it packed up and sent back to Paul, and we shall see what's next. Catch us later, folks.